So today we are going to be making an onion, garlic, honey cough syrup. This works amazing for when you have a really persistent cough that just won't go away. The onion works really well. If you've ever heard people putting onion on the bottom of their feet and sleeping with that at night, that works as well. But I find this a little bit more palatable and less uncomfortable. All right, so you can of course use more than this, but I like to try to use this fresh so I don't make a ton at once. So I have a small jar that I've repurposed from an old jam jar, and we have an onion, and we're just gonna slice it up fairly thin. This is the most simple recipe you can use. It's also great if the stores are out of whatever you normally have for coughs, which is one of the reasons I started making this. Also, I'm just going to cut the garlic. I don't want to cut them too thin, otherwise it makes it hard to get out when I want to get the onion pieces out and I just want the syrup. So I'm just going to cut the garlic in half. This is going to help you actually get better too. It's going to help fight the cold and cough, whatever you have going on. And so the key here is all you need to do is you're going to coat the onion. You don't need to cover it completely or anything. All we're doing is making sure everything is fully coated. So it doesn't take a lot. You're going to let this sit on the countertop. It needs to be at room temperature overnight, or about 8 hours, give or take. You'll actually be able to see the syrup coming out and forming a few hours in. And that's it. So I'm just going to close it up. And as this gets a little bit more liquidy, I shake it up a few times just to make sure everything stays coated and keeps producing more of the syrup. So I will check back with you in a few hours and show you how it's done. All right, so it has been about an hour now, and let's see that, but that's about how much syrup we have after just an hour. This will continue. It won't be like a crazy amount more. All right, it has been all day. It's past dinner time. So we're now going to strain it. Oh, thank you. I've got my two little helpers right here. And if you can see that, you can kind of see how liquidy it is and how high it is compared to earlier. And we're just going to hold this. Do you want to hold it? Mm-hmm. Yeah? Okay, don't move it, okay? And we're just going to strain it because you don't want to keep the onion in it. And the onion's still good, so I will... because I don't like to waste things, you can just cook with the onion. It's a very sweet flavor. So I will usually keep the onion either that day or the next day and make something out of it, just so we don't waste it. But you don't need to. All right. Okay, let go. Thank you, girls. All right. Now that it's strained pretty good. So that is just enough for a couple days, and it's nice and sweet. Smells like honey and onion and a little bit of garlic. And I usually will just give her about 15 milliliters, give or take. And my kids actually really like it. So, Mommy. What you think? Mommy. Yummy? Good? Good. Should we make some more?
Yes.
Okay, we can do that. Good job, Emma. So that's all you need to make a great homemade honey onion syrup.